Hey guys, it's me again. I got some comments on my last video about starving children, praying for food, and I shot them back with, well, there's food out there. People just need to get it to them, and that's what's not happening. But I think a lot of people misunderstand prayer and expect an outright miracle to happen. There's a joke here that I'm going to read to you guys. You probably, I don't know if you heard it before, I've heard it several times. But, here goes. One day there was this preacher, and he was having his usual sermon, when all of a sudden it started raining really, really hard. After about an hour of complete non-stop rain, they started making evacuations to the whole town. Water was coming into the church and all this stuff. And the preacher just stood there in ankle-deep water. So a guy drove by in his car, and the 6-inch deep water. Preacher, you better get in here. You're going to drown. The preacher said, don't worry, God will save me. The guy said, alright, and drove away. The water got up a little higher, it's like knee-deep. The guy came by on a raft. Preacher, hop on. You can't stay here, you're going to drown. No, God will save me. Okay, go ahead. And the water was waist deep, and the guy came by a boat. Preacher, hop in the boat. You're going to drown. You can't stay here. No, God will save me. Don't worry about me. And so the boat took off, and then finally, guy's on top of his roof. Water's coming up on top. A helicopter came by. Preacher, hop in here. You're going to drown. You can't stay here. Don't worry, God will save me. So, water got so deep, preacher can't swim, he drowns. Goes up and sees God. Oh, God, why didn't you save me? And God said, I sent you a car, a raft, a boat, and a helicopter. What else do you want from me? So, God's not saying that he can't, but he's not just going to reach down, pick you up, and move you. That's why we have free will. We can do whatever we want. We gotta watch out for relying entirely on him. He wants us to come to him, but he wants us to do it ourselves. I'm saying those starving children aren't looking for food where they can find it, but us as the Western culture, we can't just pray for those starving children and not actively try and get food to them, because there's enough food in this world for everybody to eat. There's enough food in New York for the entire United States to eat. Really. We don't need that much food. With 6 people, we put away 2 large deep dish pizzas up in Chicago yesterday. Did we need that much food? No. We would have been fine with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because, as a culture, we're greedy. We're gluttons. We love our food. I guess my understanding is that prayer only works if you actively reach for the answer. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm saying it's not as likely that your cancer is going to go away if you don't take your medicine, if you don't get your chemo. Do rely on medicine, but also pray. And then I think your odds will be a lot higher. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. And so, I don't know if that clears stuff up or not, but I guess that's it.